So, hi everybody, and we are starting with our MSP, Be MSP conference, and our first presenter is a company Acronis, which will share with us their news and view about security and backup solutions in MSP field. So, Mr. Laszlo, please join me.
Can you hear me? Okay, yeah, I guess you can. Thank you, Nabosha. I should be somewhere here. Yeah. Okay, my name is Laszlo Burkus. I'm from Hungary. I'm a distribution account manager at Acronis, and I'm very happy to be here. And I can say same words as Janek said, that happy to work with Nabosha, and thank you for the invitation. Again. My presentation, I hope I can squeeze it in 30 minutes. I'm going to talk a little bit about Acronis, who we are, where we are from, some words about the technology, what we use, and most importantly, open new revenue streams and become an MSP, showing that if you are not an MSP yet, what kind of opportunities you may miss, and how we can help you to be an MSP with Acronis. And almost. Oh yeah. Okay, this way. Yeah, I can see just, I don't know, it's more comfortable. Yeah, I can see this. But it looks weird that I look down a bit. So, Acronis was established in 2003 in Singapore, and 5 years later, the headquarters moved to, or partially moved to Switzerland as well. So at the moment, we can say we're a dual headquartered company. It's very important that we are in these two countries because these are quite neutral countries. So it's very important also in the cybersecurity field. We have over $300 million in billings, and one very important thing is that the entire Fortune 1000 is using Acronis either way. In terms of global presence, we have almost 2,000 employees, maybe already over 2,000. We are in over 150 countries, and the important thing is at the moment we are around, in terms of data centers, we are around like 50, but we plan to have over 100 in the coming 24 months. And we are protecting a lot of workloads, and we have like, let's say, 50,000 plus partners. How do we build our technology? What are the basic principles of the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud and what we do in cybersecurity? So we have 5 layers which are very important to build up useful and efficient cybersecurity technology. One is obviously prevention, because you need to be safe for malicious threats on the internet. And then once you see those, you need to have a detection, obviously. And once you detect it, you need to give an efficient response. And in case something happened, you also have to have a plan for recovery. Because as much as we want to say that the technology is great, but there is no 100% perfect security solution, unfortunately. So you have to be ready what to do. You have to be ready for remediation in case there is something happened. And forensics is a more and more important solution right now. Whatever happened, you need to have forensics data in further investigation. And based on this, we built up our technology, the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud. I'm just going to touch a few things because this is really complex and I could talk almost an hour about this. So I try to make it very short. What I can say that we have a core functionality with backup, basic customer management, security, DR test, and document notarization and file sync and share features. We say that we are a cybersecurity company, but we try to give as many tools for MSPs as possible to make your life easier, to make the day-to-day customer management easier. That's why we have, even in the basic functionalities, we give management features. You see, hardware inventory and also an included free of charge remote desktop and remote assistance feature. And if these things are not enough, we have these additional modules on the core feature, and you can see these here. These are individual modules, and we call them advanced packs. And with these advanced packs, you can literally extend your capacity, and you can provide a fully fledged cybersecurity solution. So we have advanced file sync and share with all kinds of document notarization features. We are getting the EIDS certification in the coming month, hopefully in Q2. We have a fully fledged disaster recovery, which is getting more and more important. Advanced backup with continuous data protection, which is a real-time backup, and cluster backup. The advanced management is one of the most important, can be one of the most important for MSPs, all kinds of customer management features based on the hardware inventory. We have software inventory, we have patch management, we have fail-safe patching, a fully fledged customer management feature, together with the basic management features, the advanced management. Security, fully fledged antivirus feature, the advanced security, antivirus, anti-malware protection, exploit prevention, URL filtering, and here you also get forensics in the backup. If advanced security is not enough and your customers need EDR, and most likely, unfortunately, more and more customers need EDR, we have the Advanced Security Plus EDR pack, which is everything what you have in the Advanced Security Plus, the EDR features, incident response, and security incident management. Data loss prevention, again, unfortunately, more and more companies need to prevent the employees, to prevent internal people to leak confidential data. What happened? And anyway, the data loss prevention helps you to block those data leakage, internet data leakage things. You can block USB ports, you can block email clients, you can block chat applications, you can block printers as well. And now I can see it there. And we have an advanced email security feature via licensing perception points technology. And you have everything here, anti-phishing, anti-malware, anti-ransomware protection, APTs, zero-day threats, URL filtering, everything. And a little comparison, because as you can see in the previous slide, we are offering probably everything what you can have in basic stances in terms of cybersecurity. So if you use Acronis with one vendor, you can have a complete cybersecurity umbrella. And what the advantage is here against some legacy backup and anti-malware solutions is that you are using one vendor versus, let's say, multiple vendors. So this way you can eliminate complexity. Multiple vendors, multiple licensing, multiple training, multiple user interface. With Acronis, everything is on one user interface. One vendor, one licensing. Multiple vendors can be expensive. In Acronis, the licensing tries to be as straightforward as possible, and most likely you can save money when you use one vendor versus multiple. And also in terms of security, our features and the whole Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud is built upon the idea that we are offering really a complete umbrella and you are completely protected. While if you use, let's say, 2, 3, 4 vendors, there might be some gaps in between the protections they offer. We don't do that. Everything is covered. Another important thing, we always say this harness the power of one, but it's very important to keep repeating it. One agent only, one policy, one licensing, and one UI. Everything is on a web-based console, and you can manage everything. The customers, the endpoints, the backup, the disaster recovery, the malware protection, everything there. And also a very important thing, the integrations, but I will mention it later. And what's not written here, but I always like to mention that one-tech support. If you use multiple vendors and there is some problem, there might happen that one vendor is pointing out the other guy that, no, we did our job, it must be the firewall, or it must be the backup software, or something like that. If you use Acronis, no matter what, we gotta solve your problem because you use one vendor. Another thing in the technology, that what kind of workloads we can protect. Basically everything from Microsoft, from Azure to 365, Exchange, SQL Server, Active Directory, whatever. 365 is a big one. This is one of basically the lowest hanging fruit for partners to offer 365 protection for the customers. Because many people don't know, but in Azure, it's in the SLA that Microsoft cannot guarantee your data, that you can access your data, you have your data, and it's protected. Microsoft guarantees that you have, if you subscribe for a terabyte or 10 terabyte or 100 terabyte, you're always gonna have that 1 tera, 10 tera, or 100. But your data, not necessarily. I can share with you the SLA from Microsoft, and it's there that they recommend you to use third-party backup software. Also, the entire Apple ecosystem, Android, some enterprise things like SAP HANA, Maria database. In terms of virtualizations, a lot of things, Linux, KVM, Citrix, VMware, as you can see. In terms of storage, what you can use, basically everything. You can use local storage, on-prem storage, whatever you can use an S for backup, let's say. But if you have your own storage, your own cloud storage, which you provide to your partners, feel free to use it. Any kind of third-party cloud storage, or what we call the Acronis native storage, which is either Acronis or Google Cloud or Azure Cloud, which we have contract with. And finally, after a few things about Acronis and the technology, why becoming an MSP? Why is it important? There is a big market research, and what we can see from here is the estimation of the MSP, the managed services market globally, is going to triple until 2030. So if you don't have an MSP business, you don't think about this, or you don't have a little branch in your company, you most likely miss out a big opportunity to grow. And this comes from Kaseya, this survey, and 50% of the MSPs report a growth, an average annual growth between 6 to 15%. We don't put it here, but in Acronis, our MSPs actually grow higher than that, thanks to a lot of things, a lot of advantages, integrations, and so on. And an important thing, because I mentioned integrations, more than 3/4 of the MSPs say that integration of the applications, what they already use, helps them to reach higher profits. Obviously, they have something which is very nice, they like it, they know it, it's very efficient, and they have another solution, and if these are integrated, they save a lot of time, they save a lot of manpower, they save a lot of working hour. Obviously, it makes them more efficient. And how can we help the MSPs to grow? In the beginning, there are basically 5 steps how you can grow the business. It sounds actually, or it may actually look pretty straightforward. Reach, footprint, yield, cost, and margin. Straightforward. Reach, you need to onboard more clients. How can we help that? Let's say we have a partner portal, and we have marketing tools there, pre-made, Acronis branded email campaigns, drip campaigns, social media campaigns. Feel free to use. It's all for the partners. You reach your footprint, or you increase your footprint, so you protect more devices in your customer's environment. How can you do that? As I showed you in a previous slide, the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud has several additional modules. Very, very easy to onboard customers, very easy to just enable, basically with one click, a new advanced pack for the customers. And in the beginning, it may not be so exciting because, okay, I have to pay for this. But we have promotions. For example, we have a running advanced pack promotion for all the commit service providers. Every single advanced pack is free for 6 months. So it can be a pilot project for your customers. They try it, they like it, and they most likely gonna stick. Yield, cross-sell more services. It's kind of related to the footprint. So again, really easy to upsell some new services thanks to the user interface and the promotions. Cost, decrease operational cost. Comes from the thing that everything is on one user interface. Every single part of the cybersecurity service can be provided by Acronis. So in this case, you don't need, or your technical people don't need to be familiar with several softwares, only one. So in this case, you may need less technical people, or all the technical people you have can be familiar with Acronis and they can substitute each other, or they have more time to do other things. And an important thing is that on the partner portal, we provide sales trainings, technical trainings, and developer trainings all for free. So many competitors don't do that. So this is a big thing. And all these trainings are renewed every year. So we update them. And if you want to be certified and if you want to be up to date with Acronis, we encourage you to take those trainings year by year. And in terms of margin, we have several ways to increase the net margin. Let's say with bundles in the Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud with several advanced packs together. We have promotions. I will talk a little bit more about the promotions later. And also because you can reduce your cost, you can have higher margins. And what kind of tools we have to help you to reach this, to help you to onboard more customers, help you to decrease your cost, increase your margin. So basically, the first thing is something which I mentioned before, a flexible platform which is built to cross-sell and upsell services. Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud, just mentioned before, different advanced packs, very easy to onboard customers, very easy to enable new services, and with the bundles as well, and also because we have promotions, it's much easier to convince customers because it's basically for free for them. We have a very unique and very powerful partner program. For example, CRN, the magazine, gave 5 stars for the Acronis partner program. First of all, we have rebates and MDF. I wish I could say we can give rebates to everybody, but no. We have different partner tiers, and if you are a gold service provider, and we have a business plan with you, and you reach your targets, what we added in the business plan, we can actually give you 10% rebate out of your whole billings. So it's basically increasing your margin with 10%. We also can give you MDF if we agree in the business plan in advance and the marketing managers say yes, we can provide you marketing development funds to do activities. Joint business planning, it's basically related to that. Very important thing, a partner account manager. So if you are a commit service provider with Acronis, we're not going to leave you alone. We're not going to say, thank you for your money. Do whatever you can. You're going to have a dedicated partner success manager in Acronis, whom you can talk, let's say, every week, every second week, or once a month. It's up to you. But he's going to be your direct contact. Any kind of problems you have, you can reach out to that person. That person can teach you with the new features, new promotions, or whatever is ongoing. You can have a dedicated person at Acronis. We have an NFR program. It also comes from gold level, but we are giving away cloud storage, several services completely for free. We have sports benefits. It's basically the team up program as well. So we are working with several big sports teams worldwide, and you can benefit from that collaboration. And also access to sales engineers. The sales engineers are basically pre-sales, and they are at your disposal, basically. If you need technical trainings from the sales engineers, yeah, they can go to your place, or they can log in online into a Teams call or a Zoom call, and they can provide you technical trainings. If you have, let's say, a big target end user who is not 100% sure what he wants to choose, feel free to reach out to us, and the sales engineer can train their technical people or do a console demo and show how Acronis works to convince them that, yes, we are a serious company and their data is safe. Partner portal, I mentioned it before. We have marketing automation tools, social media campaigns, banners, email campaigns, new content that sells. It's updated, presentations, banners, white papers, DMs, whatever needed in multiple languages, or it can be translated because it's editable. We also have a partner demo lab, and yeah, on the partner portal you can do your business planning. And promotions, I mentioned a couple of times. So finally we're here. First thing, competitive displacement promo. If you are a committed Acronis partner, and let's say you are convinced that Acronis is good, however, you have a contract with one of our competitors, whoever it be. But Yeah, not to mention, exactly. Whoever that competitor is, but you are convinced that, yeah, you want to work Acronis with that part of the cybersecurity, you can move all your workloads to us, and you don't have to pay for two vendors. As long as you have that contract, maximum a year, as long as you have that contract, you don't need to pay for Acronis. You work with us, we are protecting you, but you pay for the competitor. Once that contract ends, then your money comes to us. Advanced pack promotion, I mentioned before, everything in that igloo slide, everything, those additional packs are free for 6 months. It can help you to increase your margin. It can help you to easier convince your customers why to choose, let's say, disaster recovery, why to choose advanced email security or EDR. It's free for 6 months. You can do whatever you want with this, but it really helps to convince customers, get more customers on board, or simply protect more workloads. Pay as you go to commit promotion as well. So if you're a smaller partners, but you want to reach a commitment level and benefit from a lot of things which I mentioned, we have that one as well. And something which is not there, the 365 promotion, so 365 backup with advanced email security is also, just like the advanced pack promotion, free for 6 months. Unfortunately, this is all only for new partners, not existing partners, but yeah, that's where we are. And also we have a team-up program. You can access to several sports teams in the world. This can be used mostly for marketing benefits, but Williams Racing, Manchester City, and so many other teams which can be utilized in this program. And after this, why Acronis Cyber Protect Cloud? A few words about the advantages. Integration. I mentioned before why integration is important, and even though we are trying to provide a fully fledged 365-degree cybersecurity, but we know that there are amazing brands, for example, Enable, that customers love, and they stick to that, and we provide integration that, all right, use them, they are pretty good, but you can also use so many other services from us. And with the integration, it's much more efficient to work together, and you don't lose time. But also, you can see a lot, Jamf Pro, Odin, Plask, Autotask, cPanel, HostBill, if you need it for billing. Another important thing is white labeling. Some customers love it, some don't really care. White labeling, pretty straightforward. If you want us to be in the background and you want to sell your services and you may not want to sell Acronis services, it's absolutely possible. We can be completely behind you. We are just a provider. On the cloud console, it can be your logo. As you can see, the colors can be changed. Even the agent can be branded. So we are completely behind everything. And this way, you are selling your services. You are not selling Acronis. This way, it's also much more difficult to compare Apple to Apple, big brands to big brands, because it's your solution. Something to say that how seriously we think the cyber protection business is that we have local data centers. Hopefully soon we're going to have also here. At the moment we have, let's say, nearly 50 data centers worldwide. Everything is fully fledged. All the services are available in every single data center. And it's not just us, but also independent tests that say that we are a comprehensive and the leading cybersecurity service provider. AV test, VB100, and so on. We are really, really in the top of every single test. Industry recognitions, security industry recognitions, you can see basically the leader brands are here. We are working with them together. And in terms of certification, ISO 27001, GDPR, HIPAA, and everything is here. And I hope I fit in the time frame. It was really, really just a very shortened part, what we can do, what we can offer. If you have questions, feel free to grab me sometime before the evening, maybe, to talk about what else we can offer. Thank you.
Thank you, Laszlo.